Okay, Algebra 1, these are your notes for Part 3 of the North Carolina release test. Something you need to remember as you're working through these problems is that parallel lines have the same slope. Perpendicular lines, you have to change the sign and flip the fraction for the slope. The same line reduces to the same equation, exact same equation. And intersecting lines just have different slopes. Anything with a different slope is going to intersect. Remember that your slope is a number in front of x when you get y by itself. All right, if they give you just a random equation and they want you to solve it, I encourage you to use your calculator and go to y equal. And at y1, you put everything before the equal sign. So x squared minus 6x plus 18. At y2, you put anything after the equal sign, so 10. If you have something at y1 and at y2, you will go second, calc 5 for intersect. Let it draw its line. When it finishes, enter, enter, enter. And your answer here is 2. So x equals 2, and that's all that you have to put. Going to number 3, what is the value of x? And they gave you two equations. When they give you two equations, you've got to get y by itself so that you can use your calculator. So you're going to start by moving the 3x. And so for the first one, y is equal to 8.4 minus 3x. For the second one, you're also going to move the x, so you're going to move the 2x, and you end up with 4y is equal to 12.8 minus 2x. Now, it has to be divided by 2, so what you need to do is take each part of this and divide it by 2. So when we go to y equal, we clear everything out, and at y1, we're going to put the first equation, 8.4 minus 3x. And at y2, we're going to put the second equation, which is going to be 12.8 divided by 2 minus 2x divided by 2. When you have things at both, you're going to go second, calc 5 for intersect. You're going to let it draw. You're going to press enter, enter, enter. And x is 1 and y is 5.4. They want to know x, and so all you have to tell them is x equal 1. If they give you a problem like number 4 and they want you to simplify it, you need to store values for a and for b before you use your calculator for this. And so I'm going to go to store, and I'm going to do alpha a. And I'm going to go 3 store alpha b. So now it's going to be just like it looks. Open 5 alpha a, alpha b, rooftop 0, close. Now remember, if you have the different calculator, you got a right arrow to get out of the exponent. Open negative 2 alpha a, rooftop 4, alpha b, close, enter. And I get negative 960. I'm going to write that down so I know that I am looking for negative 960. So we're going to try 7 alpha a, rooftop 5, alpha b. And it is 672, not what I'm looking for. 3 alpha a, rooftop 4, alpha b. Not what I'm looking for. So I'm going to try 10 alpha a, rooftop 4. Still not what I'm looking for. Try negative 10 alpha a, rooftop 5, alpha b. Negative 960, that's the one I'm looking for. Number 5, the endpoints of a line are negative 2, 6, and 410. What is the midpoint? Midpoint is just the average, it's the middle of it. You're going to add the x and then divide by 2. And then you're going to add the y numbers and divide by 2. The only trick, the only key here is to make sure you press enter before you divide by 2. So looking at your x's, you have a negative 2 plus a 4. Make sure you press enter and then divide by 2. So my x value is 1. And then you do the same thing for your y's. 6 plus 10 Make sure you enter before you divide by 2, and 8. So 1, 8 is my midpoint. Going to the back, looking at number 6. Y is equal to mx plus b. Make sure you remember the number in front of x is your slope, and the b, the number at the end by itself, is your y-intercept. If they make a change to one or the other of those, you could think about what it would do, think about what slope means, think about what y-intercept means, or you could, if they don't give you the original one, you could make it up. All right, well, I'm going to use y is equal to 2x plus 3. And they go, well, you changed your y-intercept by making it negative. Okay, well, then I have 2x minus 3 instead of a positive. Put it at y1, put it at y2, look at your graph and see what happened. So, like, we'll go to y equal, we'll clear it out, and we'll say 2x plus 3. And then we'll say 2x minus 3. My 2x plus 3 was a random equation. I made it up because they didn't give me one. And then I made the changes that they told me to. Change the y-intercept to be a negative. And I'm going to look at my graph. Here comes the first one. And here comes the second one. What happened to it? It moved down. Number 7, you need to realize that depreciation is a decrease in value. When you buy a piece of equipment and you let it depreciate, it's like buying a car. When you buy it, it's worth however much money. Every day that you drive it, it's worth less money because it depreciates. Number 8, an object is dropped from a building. It falls at a rate of d equal 4t squared. How long does it take it to fall? 200 feet. All right, feet, is that going to be talking distance or time? That should be your distance. So they gave me an equation. Equations go to y equal 4x squared, and then my distance is 200. And so, not that. Let's get rid of one of those. Second calc 5, let it draw. Enter, enter, enter. And it went too fast. Second calc 5, enter, enter, enter. 7.07. 7.07 seconds. Okay? So you just take what they gave you and put it in at the right letter, and then you have an equation. You go to y equal. Number 9, I bought 3 drinks and 5 burgers for $21. My sister bought 2 drinks and 3 burgers for $13. How much does a drink cost? Make an equation about me. 3 drinks plus 5 burgers equals $21. Now make an equation for my sister. 2 drinks plus 3 burgers equals $13. So then you want to solve them. You want to probably get b by itself. So 5b is equal to 21 minus 3d. Everything gets divided by 5. And then for the other one, you're going to say 3b is equal to 13 minus 2d, and everything gets divided by 3. I have 2 equations. They're going to go to y equal. First one is going to be 21 divided by 5 minus 3x divided by 5. And then the next one is going to be 13 divided by 3 minus 2x divided by 3. I'm going to go second calc 5, let it draw. Enter, enter, enter. And x is 2 and y is 3, okay? So your answer here is 2 comma 3. Well, go back to your original problem. This is your x and this is your y. They want to know drinks, which is x, and so drinks cost $2. Number 10, if y equal mx plus b, and I change the m by adding 3 to it, how does the line of the graph change? Once again, they didn't give me one, so I'm going to say, well, if it was y is equal to 2x plus b, I'm going to add 3 to my m, so y is now equal to 5x plus b. I'm going to put those in my calculator and just look at the graph and see what happened. So go to y equal, clear it out, and you have 2x plus, okay, they have b. We need a number there. We're going to have to use the same number both times. I'm going to call it 4 both times because they didn't have me change that any, right? So 2x plus 4. And then for the next one, it's going to be 5x plus 4. And let's look at our graph and see what happened. There's my first one. There's my second one. What happened? You think it moved right, but we don't want right, left. We want up, down, steeper, or less steep. And this one got steeper, it looks to me like. So your answer would be steeper. It could also be that the x-intercept got bigger. It went to the right. So x-intercept was bigger. The line was steeper. Okay, you just have to look and see what answer choices they give you. All right, that's the end of your notes. You're ready to get your assignment and work on that.